I told him, like, I've been having these crazy fucked up thoughts about my child and myself, and I don't know, like,
All you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel. Let me embrace.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Seasons of MK. I am MK, and I have a really untalked about topic, not talked about topic, that I need to dive into because this has been weighing so heavy on me since it's been a few weeks. But today I'm diving into intrusive thoughts, dark intrusive thoughts that you can experience postpartum. I never even knew about this. I ain't gonna lie, I had my baby. I had some thoughts when I was pregnant because obviously my situation I was going through, but I got through that. Now these dark intrusive thoughts are fucking crazy, and honestly it's very upsetting to me, the thoughts that I have, because they aren't my thoughts. Let me just go ahead and get into it. So I really feel like I have never heard anybody talk about intrusive thoughts about yourself or your child postpartum. And I have been talking to my therapist constantly. I've been like, well, I ain't gonna say constantly, because honestly the thoughts that I've been having, I've been ashamed of, because I'm like, why the fuck would I think something like that? And it's like the thought tries to direct itself towards my child. So yeah, I mean, when I talk about being ashamed of these thoughts, I've talked to my therapist about it twice, and I told him, like, I've been having these crazy fucked up thoughts about my child and myself, and I don't know, like, what the hell, what the fuck, what, So I conversed with him about it, and he kind of told me maybe it's a check-in to see how you're doing with your child and to reassure yourself that you are doing a good job. And it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? All right. But then I had to really sit there and assess what the thought was. I'm like, God, this can't be no motherfucking check-in. You know what I'm saying? Because these fucking thoughts are shameful. And let me just tell y'all what the thoughts are, because I keep saying these thoughts, this thought, blah, blah, blah. When I would be breastfeeding, like, the thought would be like, oh, he gonna choke on the milk, or choke, like, or die. And I'm like, who the fuck is you? Obviously I don't want anything to happen to my baby, but those thoughts of, oh, he's gonna die, or throw him out the window, or crazy shit like that. When I'm saying it's crazy shit like that, it's crazy shit like that. Those thoughts come up, and they come up pretty frequently. And I don't know if this is just a period in time that I'm encountering this or whatnot, but nobody fucking talks about it. And so I had to sit back and, like, talk to myself, because I'm like, what is wrong with me? I don't want anything to ever happen to my baby. I don't want to, all I want to do is give him an easy, blissful life, and always make sure he's protected, well fed, taken care of. But what are these thoughts talking about doing harm to my child? And I started Googling, and when I did Google, I'm seeing, like, there's probably like 2 or 3 videos that I came across that I felt like watching, talking about thoughts, these type of thoughts, because the other videos were talking about anxiety. And I don't want to say, I don't feel anxious as a mother. Like, I'm not worried that I'm not going to provide for him, or not taking care of him properly, or not giving him enough food or anything like that. That's not my concern. So I left those anxiety videos out, because I'm like, that's not it. But I came across this one short and another video where they're talking about, yeah, throw your baby off the rail. like the stair rail and shit like that.
Hold on the stairs when I'm holding my baby. What if I throw my baby over the railing?
Let's talk about intrusive thoughts after you just had a baby. Intrusive thoughts are very common, especially postpartum. My theory with intrusive thoughts is they're not your thoughts. They're intrusive. You have no control over them. And they're based on situations you would never do. It's like an enemy trying to attack your mind. But if you have these thoughts and you think, oh my gosh, I'm awful. I'm an awful mom. What mom even thinks like this? You're definitely not alone.
And I'm just like, dog, so this isn't not happening. It's just not talked about. And so I talked to my mom about it. I'm like, Ma, I don't know what's going on, but I've been feeling fucked up. Like, I have encountered these thoughts that pop up that basically are talking about doing harm to my child. And it's really bothering me. And when it would be like, when the thoughts would pop up to myself, it'd be like, it wouldn't even be anything crazy. It would more so just be towards my child. That the shit is off the fucking hinges. And so when I talked to her, I'm like, I don't know what to do. And she told me she read an article about people not like that just had a baby, but just regular people that have intrusive thoughts. And it's just there and it goes. But it's not uncommon for people to have crazy, fucked up, intrusive thoughts. And I'm like, okay. And I've talked to her about it for a few days. Like, when I have them, I'll come back and I'll be like, Mom, like, I don't know what's going on. And she, she posed this to me yesterday when we had this conversation. And she's like, I definitely comprehend what you're saying. And maybe these thoughts come because she gets crazy intrusive thoughts too. Maybe these thoughts come because this baby is so vulnerable. And sometimes as humans, we go through shit, deal with people that hurt us. And these feelings aren't towards him, the baby, directly, but towards those people that you want to cause pain or inflict pain on, or that you're mad at. These thoughts are about them. But since you can't do that to them, these thoughts direct themselves to something or someone more vulnerable. And she was like, it's kind of like when you see or hear that these crazy ass people hurt fucking animals because they're vulnerable and they can't fight back. And I was like, wow, that's a very interesting way to look at it, but I get what you're saying. And for a lot of people, that can be the case. And I was just, I don't know, I was thrown because I was just like, well, damn, do I have any anger or do I have any pain or hurt caused by somebody else that I'm holding on to? And when I sat there and assessed that, I was like, no, I don't have any pain, or I don't want to inflict any pain on anybody. Like, people that done hurt to me, that made me feel like shit, it is what it is. I forgive the fact that I went through that. I forgive them, but I know where they stand, and I know that I have boundaries, and I'll never let those people cross those boundaries or even come in contact with me again. So I don't know if it's subconsciously that might be something, but another thought to me was, sometimes as beings, we go through these periods of self-doubt, not feeling worthy, and self-destructive thoughts. And those thoughts can turn into self-destructive habits. And the reason I'm saying as beings, because for the people that don't have children, obviously people that don't have children can have intrusive thoughts as well. And so I told my mom this. I said, well, you know what's crazy? A lot of people, damn near probably everybody in this world, has intrusive thoughts, right? Like those thoughts where it says like, oh, well, go fucking die, or kill yourself, or you gonna step on a sharp ass nail when you walk in, or you gonna get a splinter through your fucking back. Just crazy shit. Everybody probably has these thoughts. And I said to her, you know, since everybody has these thoughts, those people that are fucking crazy when they say they're hearing voices aren't necessarily crazy, but they just don't know how to control themselves. And I was just really going into the fact that how we all have these thoughts about like, oh, well, I should blow that shit up, or fucking this nigga made me mad, shoot his ass or something. There's people that have the thought, and then there's people that have the thought and act on the thought. And those that end up in jail or go do some crazy shit are the ones that act on the thoughts, because I'm pretty sure most, if not all, people have the fucking crazy thought. So it's definitely something that, I mean, I guess it's normal. As crazy as it sounds, it is normal. But when it comes to women that just had babies and were postpartum, the most uncomfortable feeling about these intrusive thoughts are when they are directed towards your child. And like I said, I've been encountering these thoughts where it's directed towards my child, and I'm still figuring out how to deal with that. Like my therapist said, kind of use it as an assessment towards where you are and to reassure that you're doing a good job as a parent, as a mother. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want these thoughts to pop up, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to figure out if those thoughts ever go away. Now I've been meditating more and just sitting with myself, but I want to let other women know, especially new mothers, because I'm almost 3 months postpartum, that you're not alone, and it's not uncommon. I know there's not many people talking about this, but those crazy ass thoughts, wanting, like, the crazy thoughts of causing harm to your own child is not normal. And it's so fucked up, I know. But you are not alone when you have these thoughts. And just be strong through it. I feel like there's just so many people that go through this, don't know what to do, and feel like they're alone because nobody talks about it. But like I keep saying, you're not alone. I'm dealing with these intrusive thoughts now. And is it bothersome? Yes. Can I handle and deal with it? Yes. Are they true? Hell the fuck no. And that's where the power comes in me. Because I know that these intrusive thoughts are not me. They're just happening. And I'm not going to hold on to them. I'm going to let them pass. And more, I just pray. I keep praying. I pray every night. And it's reassuring to me. Although the thoughts don't go away the next day or the rising when I wake up. And I do find that me praying it away and me assuring myself as a new mother that I am doing a great job, and I know I'm doing a great job, that this is going to pass. This too shall pass. So yeah, be strong, ladies, because I know these thoughts of wanting to do harm to your own child is very fucked up, but it's not you. It's just something you're encountering at this time, just as you would if you didn't have your baby. They will be directed towards you, but most of the time you just be letting them bitches slide. Let them bitches slide when it's coming to your child, because they have no power. They are just popping up. Fade them bitches out. Acknowledge and fade. Acknowledge and fade. That's kind of how I'm treating it at this time, because there's nothing else I can do. I don't want to fight with the thought, because then the thought is just going to keep fighting with my ass and keep reoccurring. And what am I going to fight with? Something that I know is not true. So yeah, I just want y'all to be strong out there. You're not alone, and you are a great fucking mom. Y'all are some badass motherfuckers out here doing mom shit. You feel me? You got it, girl. Do not crumble under the pressure of these thoughts that are not yours. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here. Please make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time, be blessed.
It's your motherfucking moment.